We travel the globe in search of the people and their ideas that shape change. This is the Disruption News Network. Disruption News Network, staying in front of change. Historians continue to struggle establishing the exact era when sports betting began. On one aspect they do agree, wagering has been around for thousands of years. Worldwide, laws and attitudes governing gambling and sports wagering are across the board and somewhat skewed. There is a global licensed technology platform for sports betting named Newgioco, and it's currently launching its software to customers here in the United States.
Here on my closer right is Federico Reisenauer and Andrea Amantini, who are out of our Innsbruck technology office. Obviously, the United States market, in my opinion, is a brilliant market, a brilliant opportunity. It's a mature market in the sense that people are passionate about their local and regional teams. So I think it's a brilliant opportunity for any kind of a operator like a casino or that sort of thing to offer this particular product. In this case, right now the big story is sports betting. We're going to show you, starting in the United States, in the regulated states that have enacted or at least enacted their sport or allowed their sports betting process.
For centuries, gambling, or wagering, as some prefer to say, has taken on many forms, such as the outcome of either a card game, a sporting event, or simply a roll of the dice. Leisure betting, on the other hand, is cutting edge and quickly becoming part of the new age lifestyle. And here is Sarah Ishag with Mike Chavarella.
Newgioco Group is a company that's operating in the leisure betting industry, primarily, of course, the regulated leisure betting industry. And that type of business is the business that operates betting terminals and venues for people to experience or purchase leisure betting products such as lottery tickets, sports bet tickets, things of that nature. And that industry also is an industry that offers that product line through an online vertical as well, where they can entertain themselves with casino-type products.
Gambling is sometimes thought to be uncontrolled, but Newgioco's CEO, Mike Chavarella, indicates they've got the bases covered.
Regulated gaming means is that there's a government oversight, or let's call it the big brother, if you will, that requires everybody to toe the line within a certain 9 dots and make sure everybody's following that channel, including all the processes of protecting the public interest, if you will. Because at the end of the day, we as a licensed operator in our market, we're the first line of defense against anti-money laundering, corruption, things of that nature. And that's our license. Our license is a government licensed tax collector, if I could put it to you in a very simple, colloquial way.
Because of the rigid Italian and European regulations, Newgioco has set the bar higher for bookmaking.
Because we have an Italian license, you can count on our company always following the rules. The reason is because if we were to take illegal bets or unauthorized bets, we risk our core license.
History records that the Ridotto was established in Venice, Italy in approximately 1638, and to date is the first known governmental attempt to control gambling as defined by the terminology casino. No longer do you need to travel to participate in a game of chance or to a venue featuring your favorite sporting event. Newgioco has it all in their new online casino platform. Times are changing. Current and new technologies are reshaping a great many things about our culture and our daily lives, and Newgioco is at the forefront of that change.
So over the last few years, our company has been focused on developing one of the newest technologies in the space. Basically, what we've done is we've developed a new betting platform that takes advantage of all the latest technology, the latest gadgets, if you will, and essentially has the potential to have a good 20-year lifespan before the next paradigm shift.
This state-of-the-art computerization combination guides us through the 21st century with unprecedented confidence.
The key thing here is that in order for us to be certified, it has to pass all the most rigid tests for encryption, data protection, customer protection, privacies. In Europe, they now have privacy regulation that was put in place, the most robust in the world. We passed that.
Attitudes and laws that govern our world are evolving as well.
But recently, there's been a major event here in the United States, which was the Supreme Court Court ruling to repeal that particular law, which everybody kind of understands as the Professional Amateur Sports Protection Act. That law has now been repealed, and now on a case-by-case basis, each of the states are now enacting regulations to allow people to do the things that they really love to do in any event.
CEO Alan Stone of Wall Street Research, an American analytic research company, explains why they invited Newgioco to Las Vegas this year.
To participate in the G2E conference, which is the #1 gaming conference of the year in Las Vegas. We've been following a lot of the gaming companies, and we were very happy to meet Newgioco because they have the prospects of getting listed fairly soon on the NASDAQ stock market. I thought it'd be good to meet with investors and to also do this filming with DNN, with Disruption News Network.
Alan Stone states that Newgioco is highly undervalued and will offer great opportunity to investors as they continue to report explosive growth.
Now, America's about to open up, and state by state by state. What do you think that's going to mean for them moving forward here?
It's going to mean a lot because they have a very stable but growing very fast core business, which is the retail business in Italy, and that's growing by 70 to 100% annually at the top line on the revenue side, and their operating income from that business has also been growing very substantially. So quarter by quarter, as we look ahead, they've got the core business growing, but they have the wherewithal and the financial resources now to come into the United States and enter the US gaming market, which is huge in comparison to the standards of Europe or Italy.
Here in the U.S., there are already many established companies positioned to deliver online gambling services. But what makes Newgioco the preferable choice?
So, indeed, our core retail operations have been licensed and have been established and licensed for 20 years and operating in the Italian gaming market, the leisure betting market. So our core operations are very familiar with the space, very experienced with respect to how to open and operate the retail betting space. And then recently in 2016, as part of the roll-up and development of Newgioco Group, the holding company, we did an acquisition of our betting technology subsidiary, which is Odyssey GmbH out of Austria. And essentially that became part of Newgioco Group, and it really finalized the picture here. It made it a fully integrated company where we can now seamlessly offer that product through our network. And we own and operate the technology.
Ultimately, how might the community overall benefit from yet another tax?
If you look at Italy, I mean, they're generating a substantial amount of tax revenue from gaming because basically people are going to do it anyway.
And then what does Italy get to use that money for?
Well, it's the revenue tool that allows them to find resources to build schools, infrastructure, hospitals. In Italy, they need to fix the bridges, as you might know. But the reality is that it's a source of revenue that doesn't really put a lot of pressure on all other sources of income.
Leisure betting is fast becoming a reality across the United States.
So the market is enormous here. There's many states where they can use their platform and their software as a service to launch this business. We believe that they're going to see tremendous growth as they market their product to operators here in the United States, and that will show very high margin profitability to the company going forward.
Newgioco is clearly on the forefront of change in this new emerging market and technology.
Going forward, our growth outside of Italy is going to be software as a service, essentially. So we're going to provide our tried and tested platform, which is one of the newest and most cost-effective platforms in the world, with all of the features in place ready for the future development of browsers, etc.
If you want more information concerning Newgioco and/or partnering opportunities, go to newgiocogroup.com. You are watching the Disruption News Network. Disruption News Network. Staying in front of change.